Yeah, what's up for a nightcap? Chill, you know, kick back.
Welcome to the Nightcap. It's your girl, Carolina Sanchez. And women, they age like fine wine, honey. See, we always talk about the silver foxes, the George Clooneys. But women, as they age, they still are fine. They're still sexy and they're confident. But why do they get so much flack? We're going to dive into it right now.
Still a mom, but these are the years that I'm supposed to be naked with my titties out, ass out.
Ooh, I mean, I feel like it should be any year. But really, to unpack all of this, I brought some girlfriends over. We've got Trisha, who you may know as TikTok Mama 7. And we've got Josie Pickens, who is a cultural critic, but you get down. And y'all have aged like fine wine, honey. How do you guys feel about how society treats older women? How they think they should be, you know, at home, not really getting ready and beautiful like the younger women, and they're supposed to be modest. How do you address people like that?
I get a lot of that on social media. Act your age, grandma. And I'm like, well, what exactly, how do you act 52? Because I'm just leading from my spirit, right? How I feel. I'm just embracing life.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I tell myself every morning? I wake up and I say, I will never be this young again. So live today to the fullest. And I do every day. I just embrace it. And I just don't worry about that kind of stuff.
In one ear, out the other.
That's it. A lot of comments, though. A lot of comments. What are you doing? What? You're so old. La, 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 la. I'm like, honey, your opinion of me is none of my business.
And I'm going to keep
and I keep pushing. I keep pushing, yes.
Josie, what's your opinion
and
on
that's it. Liberation. I'm free. I'm free and I'm grown. And I do what I want. And so I don't necessarily get a lot of, I'm sure people have whispers. You know, I have a daughter who just turned 17, so she's on her way and moving up and out into the world. And I am still and have always chosen to live my life as I parent, as I work on my career, as I do all of those things. And I've just never understood how people connect an age to that. So most of the time people are like, oh my gosh, I just turned 46. Oh, I can't believe you're 46. So I get that. I'm sure they keep the whispers to themselves because they know they'll get a nice swift word in return.
Yes.
But yes, I'm just all about women doing what makes them feel good. I'm a pleasure activist is what I like to call it.
Okay.
You know, so I'm like, all that brings you pleasure, inside of the bedroom, outside of the bedroom, wherever, we should be fine-tuning that as we age, right?
But I mean, I feel like the confidence comes with age, right? Because as we grow up, we're told, you know, once you hit 35, it's all downhill from there, basically, right? And so how was it for you guys to tune into that self-confidence, to be able to live your life as you choose?
People constantly ask me for, Mama, can I see pictures of you when you were in high school? Can I see pictures of you when you were younger? Nope. Let me tell you why. Because I am at my best right now. And that's just the way God set it up. I did not blossom for whatever reason in my teens and my early, honey, I am at my best right now. Wow. I would say just like a fine wine. I mean, I am really at my best right now.
Josie, what are your thoughts? When did you dive into yourself?
Like, I feel the same way. I feel like I am at my best and my sexiest now. And I think that that's because I know myself the best now. Like, people always ask, oh, you know, returning to your 20s. I'm like, I would never want to be in my 20s again. Oh my God.
Why not?
It's a terrible time. I mean, because you don't know anything about yourself. You don't know anything about life. You're still trying to follow other people's leads. You know, I think that me now, I've done so much self-work that I am really, really comfortable in my skin. And that's what sexy is. That's how we create confidence.
Right.
That's when we establish our style and figure out like who we really are, is when we get comfortable in our skin to say, hey, listen, this is the body that I have and I'm going to love it.
That's right.
This is the face that I have and I'm going to love it. And I think choosing to see myself and love myself and doing all of the work that takes really makes me stand taller than I ever have.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that sexiness and confidence actually can lead to other things and happier things in your relationships, I feel like. But we're gonna have to dive into that after we head to the bar with my friend Matthew, who's got a punk tempo. It's got milk in it. Oh gosh. Be right back. Welcome back to the Nightcap. I am here behind the bar with my guy Matthew from Trash Panda Drinking Club, and he's gonna do what? Back that glass up, baby. You weren't ready.
Yeah.
All right, you got quite a mix here. I've never seen this kind of spread before because I see milk with a whole bunch of, what is this?
Yeah, so today we're gonna be recreating one of the cocktails that we have at the bar right now called the Punk Tempo.
Punk tempo.
Punk Tempo. It's like a little punk rock show,
Okay.
rocking in your mouth.
Okay, so this is.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. So it's gonna be a combination of a clarified milk punch and a pink squirrel, which are two classic cocktails.
Those are classic cocktails?
Yeah, so we're gonna combine them today into
okay.
the Punk Tempo.
All right, let's do it.
So here we have our pre-measured ingredients for TV's sake. At the bar, you know, we're using these bad boys.
Nah, we
all
like
the
the
time.
TV take.
Yeah, TV take. So first ingredients, your sugar. This is just turbinado sugar.
Okay.
We use a 1-to-1 ratio with sugar and water at the bar by weight. This is a liqueur called Creme de Noya, which is Noya is a liqueur. It's a very traditional liqueur with cherry and almond in it. Creme de cacao. This is our chocolate liqueur.
Gosh, this is quite a mix.
And then this is our nerdy acid blend I was telling you about earlier.
Nerdy acid.
Lime acid, lactic acid, and calcium lactate. So combined. Now you're not really gonna have.
My producer's asking if this is safe. Like, am I gonna make it through
Super
the rest
safe.
of the show? Okay,
Super
just
safe,
checking,
yeah.
just checking.
And then we're gonna do some Angostura. This is a classic bitter. Been around forever.
Yeah.
And then some lemon juice.
Okay, so for people who don't have that nerdy acid,
Yeah, you can just substitute that with lemon juice.
Oh, perfect.
The acid that we use at the bar kind of adds a little bit more punch to that flavor.
To that punk tempo.
Yeah, to the punk tempo.
Okay.
So if you want to stir this all together,
Is there
show
an
off
art?
your bars.
I don't have any bar skills, but let's. Okay, so what is
You're just mixing it up in our
Am I
stirring
doing okay
tin.
here?
Yeah, you're doing perfect.
Okay, cool.
So we're making all of our ingredients homogeneous. They're all consistent. And then once you're done with that, which
Am I
we're
done?
about done, yeah.
Okay.
You can
How
put
can you
this
tell?
back in there. You just kind of give it a quick little stir.
Okay.
And then if you want to pour this over the milk, this is whole milk.
Over the milk?
Yeah, you pour it into the milk. And then what we're gonna see happen is a chemical reaction between the acid and the dairy. We're gonna see the milk start to curdle.
All right, hold on. It's gonna curdle?
Yeah, and
What
this
in
is
the
a very
world?
important part of the equation.
I just hear Bill, Bill.
There you go,
Bill.
slow.
Oh, slow.
That's good. At that rate, that's perfect. So as we're introducing our cocktail into the milk, you're gonna instantly start to see curdles form. And those curdles are basically grabbing onto all the particulates in our cocktail and only not grabbing the whey protein and all of the compounds that are infused in that whey protein. Sounds really complicated.
It sounds complicated.
Yeah,
this
it's
is
pretty
scientific,
wild.
baby. I didn't realize I was coming for a lesson.
But if we just, milk punches are really easy to make at home. The really only piece of equipment you need is like a coffee filter.
Oh my God, I love this so much. We've never had this before.
This is supposed to sit for about 15 minutes.
But TV Magic, we got something else.
Yeah, TV Magic,
Okay.
we already have some ready to go.
I got it.
So then you pour this really slowly over your fine cone filter. All those curdles are gonna rest to the bottom and act as another filter, essentially. And you're just gonna let it start. Now, the first kind of product that you're gonna get isn't gonna be clear, but you have to let it sit for about 30 seconds and then you run it through the filter again.
Again?
Yeah, so you just take this bottom part, put it back through, and then what you're gonna get dripping out of that filter, you can start to see it's getting clear now. But we do this in gallons at the bar. So this is pretty much the product that you're left with. This is a clarified
What
milk
a
punch.
difference. This is the tempo.
Yeah.
What a difference with what's Oh, I love this. All right. Okay, so typically that will sit for 15 minutes, then you strain it. This goes all the way through, and then you do it again.
Yeah.
And you get this.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
All
I
those,
need to taste it. I need to
all those
taste
curds are doing its job.
I am so
And
curious.
then pretty
I'm
much
scared.
you're gonna get about 4 ounces. I'm not charging you, so I'm just gonna.
He ain't charging.
Yeah, we're not charging today.
Okay, but I see you got something else here. What's going on here?
Yeah, so the garnish we normally do for this cocktail is gonna be fresh grated nutmeg.
Perfect for the holidays.
Yeah, so that nutmeg, it's definitely seasonal, kind of works into the holiday spices that you have.
I've actually
So,
never seen this in action.
gotta be careful not to let your skin touch that microplane, which is
Oh my
what
God,
this
please
is called.
do not do that on TV.
No, it's super easy. We do it all the time over the bar.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so
All right.
as this kind of chills and dilutes, you know, that nutmeg is gonna start to become like that aromatic factor that you have.
So can I
It's
try
gonna
it yet,
sit
or do
really
I
well.
still gotta
Yeah.
wait like
No,
5
you
minutes?
can go for it. You can just give it a quick little,
Swirly,
show it a little
swirly.
bit of love and drink away.
All right, cheers. You want one?
Yeah, totally. No,
I'll
I
buy
made
this one for you.
Thank you so much. Cheers.
Cheers. I have never had anything like this before.
There's a lot going on, for
There is
sure.
so much going on.
Yeah. Relatively easy to make at home. And the cool part about this is
Wow,
because
that is
you're taking
so
out most
good.
of those like decaying kind of elements that you would find in milk. So this can actually last for about a year in the fridge because it doesn't decompose the same way milk does. All of those components are stuck at the top
See
of your
it.
filter.
It ages beautifully.
Yeah.
Okay, it goes
Yeah, it
along with
does.
what we've been talking about.
It
Matthew,
definitely
thank
does.
you. Cheers.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, the conversation continues. Women, they can get it, no matter the age. Stick around.
You boys have been playing outside for hours. Why don't you come in and have a little snack? It's me. I'm the snack.
Oh, she's the snack. honey. Wow, wow, wow. Well, here to talk about, being older and wanting younger or, allowing people to do them. We're going to talk to A.D. Hodge, who's joined us on the couch, Chris, and you guys know Trisha and Josie. All right, so how do you guys feel about cougar life? Is it acceptable? Oh, A.D., you smiling, grinning from ear to ear.
Okay, I was gonna let you finish the question.
No, what are your opinions on cougars?
My opinions on cougars is the comfortability. Is something that was expressed earlier in the show. It's like they tend to be more comfortable in their skin. The sexy, it's natural. It's not forced, and the insecurities seem to die down. Typically with cougars than it is women my age. Well, I'm 30. You know what I mean? So women my age still trying to find and understand themselves, and without so much reassurance. When it comes to cougars, they already have that. It's like they told themselves whatever they needed before they left the house, and it's just easier to flaunt than women my age.
You guys agree?
100%.
He summed it up well. That's what it is.
Like that's who we are, absolutely. And Chris, you're joining the conversation now. You are basically a self-labeled cougar. You're proud of it. You've got TikTok, OnlyFans, Instagram. You're everywhere. Did it come with time to have that confidence to really, own that?
Yeah, after having the kids and everything, I am so more comfortable with who I am today. My TikTok video just hit 1 million views the other day. I have comments, but what I do is I ignore them.
Yeah.
I totally ignore because I'm okay with me and where I'm at in my life and how I express myself. I love lingerie and modeling and all that, and I'm a mature woman, and I'm proud of it. I have even women tell me, you are a role model for us to get out there and be okay with yourself. What the new 60 is the new 40 or however, and I'm okay with me, and if you're not, that's none of my business.
Right, and that's what Trisha said earlier.
Yeah,
it's like they think that women just die after 40 or something. Like we don't have any sexual desires after 40, or we don't care about ourselves anymore when it's the complete opposite.
And I think that age is going younger and younger. You know, I know 25-year-olds who are like, oh, I haven't hit every life milestone, and so I'm washed. You know, it's over. You know, and if you're 30, 35, you're old. You know, ancient even.
Ancient, yeah. And you have sexual desires regardless of your age, right?
Oh,
so what are our
yes.
opinions on the age gap between men and women, the older that we get?
Well, you know,
Does it
studies
matter?
show that women's, you know, sexual prowess and desire increases as they age, while men's decreases as they age, which is why the cougar thing works so well, right? Because it's older women who, first of all, have more sexual experience usually, who have figured out what they like and don't like in the bedroom and also know how to please their partners. And they get to interact with, you know, younger men who, first of all, have the stamina that they need because, honey, you know, as you age.
80's like, absolutely, absolutely.
It all just comes together into this beautiful explosion that happens, right?
Well, absolutely.
You know, I do my live events on TikTok every Thursday, and I have a lot of men who are like 25, 29, 34 asking me, would you date somebody this age? And I tell them, age is just a number. If I have a connection with someone, that's what's important to me.
Producer Hobby actually has a video she wanted us to see. What you got, girl? Okay, so a 37-year gap. Is there a problem there? Do we care? Trisha's like, I don't know how to address this.
I mean, I guess it depends. I mean, at 37 years, the only time gaps are of interest to me is when someone is extremely young and the other person is, and they're, you know, it kind of begins to feel like, oh, is this some type of like coaching thing going on? Or is this something that is like, or just something that's inappropriate? You know, if you're 20 or you're 19 and you're dating someone who's significantly older, and that can kind of look like grooming. But I'm like, after a certain age, 25, 30 and up, I really don't care what the gap is. It's none of my business. Because at that point, folks are old enough to, and should have enough life experience to make choices that are good for them or not good for them, which is what we all go through.
Hello.
Right? But like, you know, the onus of responsibility is kind of on them.
Yeah.
So I feel like after a certain age, after you're like mid-20s and up, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to continue the conversation right after this. Welcome back to the Nightcap. We've been talking about women who are aging like fine wine. And that's all of us, ladies. It's all of us. Embrace it. We've been with Josie, Trisha, Chris, and AD discussing it. But AD's got a message for the fellas. What do you want to let them know?
To all the gentlemen out there, older, 30, older, just be you. You know what I mean? Be comfortable. Learn how to be comfortable with you. My hair, personally, as I'm being 30, I went from bald head to south side fade to now letting my hair grow. But you know, it's about also taking care of yourself, your maintenance, you know, making sure that what you do to yourself, you're able to exude that confidence, because that's what any woman at any age was gonna take you for is your confidence. That really, you know, creates your self-worth. You gotta be ready, stay ready instead of getting ready. You know, that's really about it. You know.
And AD, but this woman, there's no age, right? There's no age limit there,
there's
right?
no age.
We love women of all ages.
You know what I mean? You know, is she AAP certified player? Go get her. You know what I mean?
I am done. I am so
You know, go get her, player. I'm all for the hustle. You know what I mean?
All right, ladies, for the ladies who are not comfortable in their skin, who are fearing their age, what do you have to say to them?
You have a lot to give. No matter how old we get, we can grow old gracefully. You know, and I've always thought that I'm growing old gracefully, taking care of myself and just being me. And I still have a lot to offer, and I'm grateful for and happy where I am in my life, and you can be too.
I agree. I would have to say this is my favorite age. This is the best it's ever been for me. And you know, tomorrow's not promised. So I live out today and I live it to the best of my ability and just love the skin I'm in.
Absolutely.
That's it. And listen, somebody like it.
Hello? Hello.
Whatever age,
Right there. He's right
size,
there.
shape, whatever you have going on, someone will love it and cherish it. You know, even if in the beginning that someone is you.
I mean, fellas, you listen to AD, you know, get yourself together, be ready, don't get ready. And ladies, at any age, you can find yourself in the mirror and exude that self-confidence because you are what matters. Who cares what anybody else thinks, okay? Ladies, get it. I don't care how old you are, all right? Have a good night.
That's it.